Hello everyone, good morning. Today we'll see in the chapter 2 the dual effects of transactions. The question is written over here. All of you start writing the question first of all, then one by one we'll see the transaction and its effect. Okay, so the question is, which two effects would take place for the following transactions? Explain. So we have to find out the two effects of the each transactions of the business, and also we will explain which are the two effects available. Okay, so yesterday already I have explained you few transactions only. I took over there, one or two transactions only I explained you yesterday. Today we'll take one question where some transactions 8 to 10 to 15 transactions will try to find out the two effects or dual effects. Okay, so first transaction, now one by one we'll give the number and we'll write its effects. Okay, the first transaction we can write, you also write with me, Manoj commenced business with introduction of capital of rupees 50,000. This is your transaction. Manoj commenced business with introduction of capital of rupees 50,000. So Manoj is the owner because he started. Commenced means started business. To commence means to start. Okay, so he started business with introducing capital of rupees how much? 50,000. So according to this, which two effects take place, that we'll see over here. The first effect, I will give numbers. Effects I wrote over here for the answer, and there are two effects. I will give number. Now see the effect and try to understand also. Okay, this is only the important thing. If you can able to classify these two effects, then easily you can able to define the accounting entry also, that is debit and credit effect. Okay, the first effect, Manoj started business. So now we have to consider that we are Manoj. Okay, so we started business and we introduced capital of rupees how much? 50,000. That means what? We gave rupees 50,000 to the business. We gave what? 50,000 to. So the amount money is given to business means from the business point of view, business is receiving cash. So I can write over here, first effect, cash comes in. Like this, the important thing, you have to define the effect. Okay, so cash comes in. Due to this, cash balance increases. When we receive any cash, the cash balance with us available will increase. So I can write cash balance increases. And effect on, what is the name of that account on which the effect is available? It is related with the cash. So it is, we can write as which account? Cash account. Effect on cash account. Okay, and the second effect now. What will be the second effect? So who brought this cash in the business? Manoj. So Manoj gave the cash in the business. So Manoj becomes a giver. So we can write Manoj, that is, you can say as owner is a giver. What? Owner is a giver. Due to that, capital increases. We have already seen a definition of capital, that when owner of the business gives anything to the business, it is called his capital. So due to this, capital of the owner will increase. And the effect on the name of account, we have to write whenever there is a owner is giver available, the name of account affecting available is called as capital account. What it is called as? Capital account. So this is how we are going to define the two effects, and where the important part is this one, comes in, giver, receiver, goes out, expense, income, and the name of account affected available. That is important thing for us. Okay, you will gradually come to know how to separate all these details also, and which are the name of accounts available. Okay, one by one we will see. We'll practice 2 or more sums for this purpose. Okay, then the second transaction now we'll write. So write down the second transaction. Purchased goods of rupees 10,000 for cash. Purchased goods of rupees 10,000 for cash. So now, which are the 2 effects taking place in the transaction that we'll find out? The first effect, we have purchased goods. That means we are receiving goods, and it is purchased for what over here? Cash. So this is a cash transaction, means for this purchase of goods we are going to pay cash. So first effect for receiving the goods means goods comes in, right? Due to this, when we receive a new goods, our stock of goods will increase. So stock increases, and the effect is available. Now, important thing, there are 2 types of purchases and sales available. One is purchase of goods available, another is purchase of an asset also available. Similarly, sale of goods available and sale of asset also available. So whenever there is purchase of goods available, we are going to use the name of account as purchase account. As which account? Purchase account. That is the first effect of this transaction. Okay, now second effect. What will be the second effect? For this purchase of goods we have paid cash, rupees 10,000. So we have paid cash means you can say cash goes out. What? We are giving cash from our business, so cash goes out. And when we pay cash, the cash balance decreases. What? Cash balance decreases, and the effect is available on, it is a cash transaction, so on which account? Cash account. Effect on cash account. So the important thing now, I will explain you again also, as and when we move further and we'll see the transactions, more transactions, you will get to know. But first important thing, there are 2 types of economic transaction we have discussed yesterday also. One is cash transaction and second one is credit transaction. So in cash transaction, there may be effect available on cash account or bank account. Related to bank also we'll see the transaction, but in cash account these are the 2 types of cash transaction we have, in which one is cash comes in when we receive the cash, second one is cash goes out when we pay cash. Okay, similarly we'll move on the third transaction. Purchased goods of rupees 7,000 from Vinay. Okay, so now over here we have purchased goods. The first effect regarding purchase, this one will remain common, because we are purchasing goods means we are receiving goods, the goods comes in, stock increases, and the effect is available on purchase account. Second effect, that will change, because over here you can see we have purchased goods from Vinay only given. They have not given that we have paid cash or for cash like this. So it means what? This transaction becomes a credit transaction. If it is a credit transaction, then this amount 7,000 became due to pay or is payable now. To whom? Vinay. So Vinay gave us a benefit, it is called as. What? Vinay gave benefit to our business. So Vinay is called as a giver, and it is known as our liability towards Vinay. What? Liability towards Vinay, and Vinay is called as our creditor. So the second account affected is the person account, Vinay's account. Okay, so I will show you the effects. See now, effects. First one, goods comes in. Due to this, stock increases, and effect on purchase account. It is a purchase of goods. Effect on which account? Purchase account. Second effect regarding the person Vinay is a giver. Due to this, liability increases. It is liability towards Vinay. So Vinay is known as our creditor, and the amount payable to him 7,000 will increase, right? So liability increases, and the effect on which account? Vinay's account, that person's account. Effect will be available on which account? That person's account. Okay, so that is what a credit transaction. In credit transaction, one account will be related with the person, in which person may be a giver or person may be a receiver. Okay, it may be our liability or it may be our receivable amount from a person. So that is person's account will be affected in credit transaction. Okay, one of the account, right? Similarly, see, we will do so many transactions, and I will show you the similar transactions in a different ways available. That is purchase transaction, when it is a cash purchase available, when it is a credit purchase available, when it is purchased through bank available. Like this we'll see the transaction. Okay, so next transaction we'll see now. Opened a bank account with State Bank of India by depositing rupees 20,000. It is related with the bank. What it is given? We have opened an account with the bank. With which bank? State Bank of India. And we deposited how much amount in the bank? 20,000 while opening the account. So what are the effects for this? The first important thing, we have deposited money into the bank, means we gave cash to bank. So we are giving money to the bank, means it is said that bank is a receiver. Bank has taken money from us, means they have taken benefit from us. So bank is a receiver, and when we deposit money into the bank balance increases. What? Bank balance increases, and the effect is available on that bank account. You can write over here State Bank of India account. Like this also you can write, and only you can write bank account is okay. Why? Because normally in our sums there will be only one bank available, so you can use only a bank account also. That may be considered as the same bank where we have an account. If there are more than two banks available, or two banks or more than two available, then only you have to use that specific name of the bank. Okay, otherwise it is okay, only bank account also. And the second effect, the what we are giving to the bank, we are depositing 20,000, means we are giving cash to the bank. So from our business, cash goes out, and due to that, cash balance decreases, and the effect on which account again? Cash account. The cash account will be affected. So this is what regarding the bank. When we deposit money into the bank, we are giving cash to the bank, so bank becomes a receiver. Due to that, our bank balance will increase because we are giving money to the bank, so bank will add that much money in our bank account, right? So bank balance will increase, and effect is available on that bank account. Second, cash account, that is we are giving cash to the bank, means cash goes out from our business. Due to that, our cash balance will decrease, because from our business cash box we are giving that much cash to the bank. So in our business cash box, cash balance will decrease, and the effect is available on cash account. Okay, now next transaction about the purchase I will write. Related to the bank, if it is transaction is there, we must have an account with the bank, then only we can able to do the transaction through bank, otherwise it is not possible. So that is why I wrote this transaction first. Okay, now the fifth transaction. it is purchased goods of rupees 8,000 from Vipin Traders and issued check immediately. Okay, now see, it is actually a cash transaction. First of all, we can say. Why? Because no doubt name of the person is available with whom we are doing the transaction, but in the same transaction what it is given that we issued a check also immediately. Issued a check means we gave a check for payment purpose immediately. To whom? To Vipin Traders. So this becomes a cash transaction, right? Now how we are going to write the effect? The first of all, about the purchase of goods, first effect will be common. What is that? When we purchase goods, goods comes in, and due to that stock increases, and the effect is available on which account? Purchase account. Correct? This is the first effect common for purchase of goods. Second effect, now we are paying the money through bank. We gave a check means on our behalf bank will pay the money from our bank account. So it is said that bank is a giver. What? Bank is a giver. Due to this our bank balance decreases, and the effect on which account available? Bank account. That is which bank account? State Bank of India account. You can use that word. Okay, I am writing over here bank account. That is also okay. So related to the bank, there are two things available. It may be, first one we have seen this one, that when we deposit money into the bank, bank becomes a receiver and bank balance increases. And second one, when we pay money through bank, that is when we issue a check, it is said that we have paid money through bank. So bank is a giver and bank balance decreases. So this is how the bank related transactions can be recorded. Okay, and the purchase transactions we have recorded. All the three types of purchase transactions we have recorded. Another purchase is also there, like purchased goods of rupees 2,000. This is the fourth one. So the simple thing again, see, the name of a person is not available, as well as the word cash or check is also not given. So in that case the transaction becomes a which transaction? Cash transaction. So this is known as a cash purchase. So what is the simple effect for this cash transaction? The first effect for the purchase of goods, it is common. What is this? Goods comes in, stock increases, and the effect is available on which account? Purchase account. Okay, and the second effect regarding what we have to write? So we have purchased goods and we have paid cash. Simple. So we can write over here cash goes out, cash balance decreases, and effect on which account? Cash account. That is how the effects can be given. So all the four types of purchase transactions we have seen. One, when we purchase goods and pay cash, when we purchase goods on credit, when we purchase goods and pay by check, and when there is only purchase of goods available, means the cash transaction where no word cash or check is there and no word or name of person is available. Okay, similarly now I will show you about the purchase of an asset. Okay, so that you can differentiate between the purchase of goods and purchase of an asset. So I will write over here furniture of rupees 12,000 purchased from Virat Furniture Mart. Okay, furniture of rupees 12,000 purchased from what? Virat Furniture Mart. So first thing is what? We have to define whether this is a cash transaction or credit transaction. So simple, no word check or cash is there, but name of party is available from whom we have purchased this furniture. So it is said as credit transaction. And also another thing, we have purchased, but what we have purchased? Furniture, not goods. So furniture is known as our asset. So when you purchase any asset, you can say that asset comes in. We are receiving that asset in the business. So asset comes in. So I can write over here, furniture, first effect, furniture comes in. And due to that, the balance of assets increases. A new asset we have purchased, so assets balance will increase. And the effect is available on which account? That asset account. We cannot use over here purchase account word, because purchase account is only available for goods purchase. So when you purchase any asset, you have to use that asset account. Likewise, suppose that we have purchased a building, so we have to use building account. Building means shop may be there, or an office may be there, which is considered as building. Okay, so we have to use building account. Suppose we purchase a vehicle, so we have to use vehicle account. Suppose we purchase a computer for business, so we have to use computer account. Like this, any asset you purchase, effect will be like this only available. First effect, that asset comes in, name of the asset you write, comes in, asset balance increases, and effect on that asset account. And what is the second effect? So it is a credit purchase of an asset. So money is payable to this Virat Furniture Mart. So we can write over here, Virat Furniture Mart is a giver, because we have to pay money to them. So Virat Furniture Mart is giver, and that becomes our liability. So we can write over here, liability increases, and the effect is available on Virat Furniture Mart account. The name of account is that person account in the credit transaction. So we can write effect is available on which account? Virat Furniture Mart account. So this is what the purchase of an asset on credit. This is the purchase of purchase of a goods available on credit. Where it is available? This transaction. We have purchased goods from Vinay on credit. So in that case, goods effect available on purchase account, and personal effect is available in case of a credit purchase. So that is the same thing, but over here we have purchased what? An asset. The first effect is available on that asset account. Okay. Similarly, next one we'll take 8th transaction. Now we'll take transaction regarding sales. Okay. So suppose that next transaction, sold goods for rupees 7,000. So you can say now it is a which type of transaction? Cash transaction, because the word cash or check is not there, as well as the name of person is not available. So this is a cash transaction. How we are going to write the effect? Now we have sold goods. So when we sell goods for cash, we receive cash. What we receive? Cash. So in our business we are going to receive cash. So first effect I can write, cash comes in. Due to that, cash balance decreases, and effect on which account available? Cash account. Effect on cash account. And second effect, it is regarding the sale of goods. So when we sell goods, we are going to give goods to the customer. So we can write goods goes out. So due to this, the stock in the form of goods available will decrease. So stock decreases, and the effect on which account? For purchase of goods we have wrote purchase account. So for sale of goods we have to write which account? Sales account. What we have to use over here for sale of goods? Sales account. So that is how the effect can be given. Similarly, we'll take the next transaction. Okay. Sold goods for rupees 15,000 to Mahir. Sold goods of for rupees 15,000 to Mahir. So now over here you can say that the transaction is a which type of transaction? Credit transaction, because the name of person is there but the word cash or check is not available. So this is a credit transaction. In credit transaction, when we sell goods, this much money now became due to receive from Mahir. So we gave him a benefit, advantage. What is that? You took away the goods, no problem just now, and you give me money after 15 days period or after 1 month period according to the terms they have decided. So in that case this person becomes a receiver. So we can write the first effect, Mahir is a receiver. What we can say? Mahir is a receiver, and due to that the receivable means it is called as our asset increases. Receivable from Mahir will increase, and in that case Mahir is known as our debtor. What Mahir is called as our debtor. Okay, and the effect is available on which account? Mahir's account, that name of a person. Okay, and what about the second effect? So in sale of goods, this second effect will remain common. In purchase of goods, the first effect remains common regarding that goods comes in. In sale of goods, second effect, that is goods goes out, will remain common. So we can write goods goes out, stock decreases, and effect on sales account. Effect on which account? Sales account. Okay. Similarly, next transaction we'll see regarding the sales only. 10th transaction, sold goods for rupees 11,000 to Nimit. He gave check for necessary amount which is deposited in the bank. So now we have sold goods of 11,000 to Nimit, and he gave check for the necessary amount to us which we have deposited into the bank. So this becomes a cash transaction, but transaction through bank it is called as cash transaction, but the money is collected by whom? On our behalf? Bank. Okay, so how we are going to write the effects? The first of all, the first effect is a new effect. It is regarding bank. We are depositing the check into the bank, means bank will receive the money. So we can say bank is a receiver. On our behalf bank will receive that money, means bank becomes a receiver, and due to this our bank balance increases. What increases? Bank balance increases, and the effect on which account available again? Bank account, right? And what about the second effect? So it is a sale of goods, means you can write goods goes out. Due to this stock decreases, and effect on sales account. Got it? This is how we can separate out the effects. Now one last transaction I will explain you today about the sale of an asset, so that you can understand the difference between this effect about sale of goods and sale of asset. Okay, so I'll write over here 11th transaction, sold an old furniture for rupees 2,000. We have sold an old furniture for rupees how much? 2,000. So it means this is a cash transaction because no name of person is available, but the amount is available and cash or check word is also not there, so this becomes a cash transaction. And when we sell anything, furniture, any asset or any goods, we receive money. So first effect, we are receiving cash in our business, so cash comes in. Due to this, cash balance increases. And effect on which account? Cash account. And the second effect will be about this furniture sold. So when we sell any asset we are going to give to that customer, so we can write over here furniture goes out, or that asset goes out, you can write. And due to this, the balance of assets decreases, and the affected account, that is the effect on which account available? Furniture account. Due to this, the balance of furniture will decrease, so furniture account is affected. Effect on furniture account. Got it? So this is the difference in the sale of goods and sale of an asset. When we sell goods, goods goes out and stock decrease and the sales account affected. When we sell any asset, asset goes out, balance of asset decreases and asset account is affected, whatever the name of asset. So this is how we can define the two effects of different transactions of business. The thing you have to understand is about cash transaction and about credit transaction, how we can give the effect. In cash transaction, cash account or bank account will be affected. In credit transaction, one of the account affecting available is the person's account. That person may be receiver or person may be giver. That is how we have to give the effects. Okay. So today we'll end up the session over here. Tomorrow we'll see some other transactions. Thank you very much. Take care all. Bye bye.